Episode 3555, Cut to the Chase.
Moms, it's time to rediscover, rejuvenate, and renew who you are in mind, body, and spirit. Welcome to Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie, the show to help you do just that. Here's your host, certified life coach, personal trainer, and nutritionist, Christiane Wargo.
Happy day. You know what I'm doing? I'm smiling because it's relationships. Actually, no, I'm not smiling because of that. It's football day. Oh yeah, bring on the college ball. Oh, I hope you're having a great time with your family. The weather is absolutely gorgeous. Have you seen the moon lately? Oh my goodness, you've got to go outside and look at it. Take a walk with your lovey. Yes, take her out for a walk. Take your hubby out. Yes, it's time to cut to the chase. For those of you who are brand new to Create Your Now, welcome to this incredible family. I'm so delighted of your presence. If you already haven't had the opportunity, you want to head on over to createyournow.com where you can learn more and sign up for the K.I.S.S newsletter. The Keep It Simple strategy, everyday solutions to live, love, and impact. Well, this episode is brought to you by AIM, inspiring connection and community. All right, so you know I'm already excited because it's football. I love football, love it, love it, love it. But I love it more when we learn how to apply skills that we enjoy in our everyday, like watching football, being an athlete, or hanging out. Oh man, we've got the World Series happening, or we're in the process of that, right? I know we're not at the World Series, but we've got baseball happening. So if you're a baseball fanatic, I've been kind of keeping up with it, but not as much as I am football. Sorry about that. But I will when it comes to World Series. I'm all on it. I do watch that. I do enjoy that. But I think we can take a page out of our sports playbook and understand that a lot of times in life, it's not about sitting here and racking up, oh, I got all of this. Look at my stats. Look how amazing I am. What about the person that you said I do to? Are you telling them how amazing they are? Are you showing them with your actions? In fact, how are you showing up? Let me ask you this question. How many times have you held your tongue only to regret that what should have been said could have been said when it mattered? In marriage, there are times when you need to cut to the chase and say it like it is. Because in this world of marriage that we're in, communication is key. And I've been thinking about that a lot. Maybe it's because of here in the U.S., we've got something called, a big election coming up. And I feel like there's a lot of communication errors happening. And I'm not going to make comments to what side, who's saying what. That does not matter. I'm looking at how words are expressed, the way they're expressed. Okay. I would also caution you as you're looking at that sidebar here, but it is about relationships. You can take this even into your marriage, but you need to hear it from the horse's mouth. Stop listening to the commentators. Okay. I'm just going to say it that way. You need to make your own decision. Same in your marriage. How many people do you have involved in your marriage? Are your parents involved in your marriage? No, seriously. Do you run to mom all the time? Oh my gosh, mom, you will not believe what's happening. Or your best friend? Maybe you're running off to your husband's best friend. You will not believe what he's doing. Is this really what guys are supposed to do? Okay, think about that for a minute. Knowing when to speak up and when to hold back can make a world of difference in a successful relationship. And it's important that you look at that in marriage. With divorce rates showing that around, it's ridiculous. On average, it's 2 out of 3 marriages get divorced now, or you could say 3 out of 5. So it kind of depends. You might be on the 50th percentile up to the 65th percentile. They end a divorce. So don't you think mastering the art of communication is more important than ever? If divorce rates are skyrocket, because guess what? What's one of the main things people complain about? Money. Money. Time comes in there. I don't see him enough, whatever. And then the other thing is he just doesn't get me. She doesn't know where I'm coming from. We're totally on a different page. I don't know how many times. I would be a billionaire. I kid you not. If I was given $1, even a penny for every single time I heard that, told directly to me. So let me ask you this. It's a reflection for just a moment here. How do you communicate with your spouse when arguments are on the horizon? And I know You don't sit around your dinner table. You don't take a hot bath thinking about this, but I want you to think about this now. How do you communicate? Are you hot and heavy? Are you triggered easily? Do you have an anger, I'm not going to say issue, but an anger temperament where if you are wrong, everybody is going to know it. And you just let it, you're going to show it no matter what it is. It doesn't matter who it is. You're going to let them know you're right and they're wrong. Okay? It could be that. Maybe you're too just kind of easygoing, lazy river approach where it's like, I'll just kind of take it as it comes. But then when it does come, all HE double hockey sticks breaks loose. How's it for you? One extreme, the other extreme, maybe a little bit in the middle. Where are you? Maybe it depends on the topic. If it's talking about your dream, if it inquires and refers to the children, maybe it's about household responsibilities. Maybe it's career. Does that change your temperament and how you approach and communicate with your spouse? Think about this. Because if you want to have an incredible marriage, you must have strong communication skills. Period. End of story. That is your KISS to keep it simple strategy, which means you have to enhance your communication skills. You got to work at it. And I got to tell you, I've been doing podcasting, speaking for decades now. And let me tell you this, I can still do better. And it's not sitting here comparing what I do here on the podcast to how we communicate as a couple, because they are different. But a relationship is a relationship. And I would hope that you would have the integrity to treat, now listen carefully, to treat everybody the way you treat your spouse. I know. We just all sucked the oxygen out of the room, didn't we? Because usually we treat our strangers and everybody else better than we treat our spouse. You see, what happens in the privacy of our own four walls, it's easier to let down our guard. And we let those little gremlins come out of the closet. And they're those ugly little things. And they just like to go at it. They don't have control. They are totally overwhelmed. And it's their way or the highway, so long as the moment is right. And that moment, right, those rules are defined by you. So you're defining those little gremlins that come out. And a lot of times, what do? We place blame on our spouse. Oh, he just made me do this. Did he really make you do it? I do not think so. Now, I'm not saying he didn't push you over the edge. But if that is the case, what are some of the roots underneath all of that? There's more to the story. So you got to enhance your communication skills if you really want to have an incredible marriage. What does that look like in real life? Number one, timing is everything. Knowing when to share your thoughts and feelings is crucial. If a hot topic arises and emotions are running high, maybe you should just wait a while. Wait until both of you have simmered down a little bit, cooled off before discussing it further. This will allow you to be more productive, and your words will be more constructive rather than a heated argument. I'm sure you could think back, maybe even as recent as a couple hours ago, that you were like, gosh, this day started out great, and now, man, poop has hit the fan. You can fill in the blank if you don't like that word, but we're going to go with poop, okay? That's a 4-letter word here. We'll use that one. Timing is everything in communication. It's important to choose the right moment to address important issues to ensure they are received well. The idea is, if you want to get an idea, a point across, if you want to put an exclamation point, if you want to say, this is what I really want to do, you're laying your heart on the line, you have got to make sure that the time is appropriate. Timing is everything. Now, some people would say, oh, but you know that whole thing about not going to bed angry? Guess what? I'm going to be here to tell you it's not what you think it is. Go back and do some more study on that. Seriously, we'll leave that for another episode. You have got to go beyond your emotions and feelings and think through what is really going to help in the situation that you're in. Talking about finances right before bed, not a good idea. I don't care who you are. Don't do it. It's not going to end well. Stats will show you that all the way across the board. So you've got to be wise with what you're doing with your time and how you share your words. Number 2, choose your battles wisely. Not every disagreement needs to turn into a full-blown argument. Sometimes it's better to let minor issues go in order to maintain peace in the relationship. So save your energy for things that truly matter and can impact the health of your marriage in the long run. In other words, pick your battles wisely. Not every disagreement needs to be turned into a fight. Focus on what truly matters to you both. But you see, when we have a conversation, sometimes it's more of a monologue than a conversation. It's not a dialogue. It's all about what you want, and you don't see the other person's side. So you've got to be careful on how you look at things. You've got to choose your battles wisely. Sometimes you have got to understand that, you know what, now just isn't the right time. And I've got to make sure that, well, is the trash really that important? I mean, there are people who battle over trash. Who's going to take the trash out? Do you know in our family who takes the trash out? You're listening to her right now. Oh, yes, it is me. You're like, oh, how dare he? You know what? It doesn't matter. I'm a big girl. I put on my big girl panties every day. And guess what? I can take the trash out. He works hard. It's not a big deal. It's not a man's job. Now, that's my opinion. Okay, don't let the hate mails come my way. I'm just saying. But you see, people take that, and I'm taking that kind of lightly, but what happens is this. We use trash as the escape conversation when really there's about 300 other things down a lot deeper. And it may not have anything to do with your spouse. I mean, you could look at it and say, well, you know, he doesn't take out the trash. He doesn't pick up his clothes. He doesn't help with the laundry, like whatever it is, right? And you could just add it up and say, you see, he doesn't help with stuff around the house. Okay, now his comeback, let's say you're a stay-at-home mom, his comeback may be, but you stay at home, you need to do that. That's why you're home. Yeah, but we have 4 kids to take care of, okay? Valid point, right? The problem is we're just sitting here ticking up the things of, I want to one-up you on this and one-up you on that and one-up you on this. Stop it. Stop it already. No more. Really, the trash? Really, the laundry? Picking up the clothes? Putting down the seat to the toilet? There are more important things to life than that. Let me tell you, I just had a conversation with a good friend of mine, a sweet sister of mine, and she lost her husband early. He battled MS. He doesn't get to see his family, his children grow up. She doesn't get to live the dreams that they shared together. And when I talked to her this weekend, I told her, I said, hey, my husband's doing a conference. I'm with him. Guess what? We're spending time together. She goes, you make every memory count. Don't worry about me. We'll talk later because we do some stuff together. I'm like, wow, thank you. Good reminder here. But you see, the problem is we're saying, oh, everything's important. Man, this trash is like climbing Mount Everest. Really? I don't think it should be that way. And if trash is really the problem, then we have a lot of other problems. And we'll leave that for another episode. Choose your battles wisely. And finally, number 3, practice active listening. You cannot communicate or say you are communicating if you do not listen. Communication involves what? It's a two-way street, not just with 2 people, but you have to listen and you can speak. But remember, you have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. So it's important to not only express your own thoughts and feelings, but also listen actively to your spouse. Show that empathy. Ask questions, clarify things. Do not make assumptions. Did you hear me? Let me repeat that. Do not make assumptions. Did you hear me that time? Yeah, I'm serious. And truly try to understand where they're coming from. Because if you're on your high horse, I guarantee you, whatever you say, you could say, I won the Mega Millions. You will not be heard because you're on your high horse. Try it. Go get the Powerball or Mega Millions numbers or whatever. Go win that and test it. And then you get to share half with me. I'm just joking. That would be really cool though. Okay. I'm just saying. One can dream, right? We can dream. Active listening is key in every conversation. Make sure to give your partner, your sweetheart, the space to express themselves fully and listen with an open mind. That means no judgment, none. And when you do this, you can help prevent misunderstandings and show that, hey, I value what you say, babe. I'm in it with you. I'm not against you. Most of the time we come at each other. Why? Because we're defending each other. Do you think a good football team has two defenses on the team at the same time or on the field at the same time? Think about that for a minute. If you had the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills, or wait, let's replay last Super Bowl. Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers. Okay, we have those two teams, right? We're replaying it. If you had both of their defenses out there, weird? Who's got the ball? I mean, one team could have the ball, but if they're not practicing, they don't know what to do with the ball, they're just going to be like kind of tossing it around. Like it's not going to make sense, right? You got to have offense and defense. There's a time, there's a place, there's a practice. Research shows that couples who communicate effectively are more likely to have successful and long-lasting relationships. And when you take time to implement some of these strategies, you can navigate disagreements and strengthen your bond through open and honest communication. Remember this. You're on a journey. And this marital journey that you're on, it can be a blessing or it can be a curse. It's up to you. Cutting to the chase with kindness and respect can lead to deeper understanding and connection between both of you. So don't hold back. Speak your truth, but do it in love. So let's get back to the trash. Is that trash really that important? I know you got to take out your trash. I get it. I have to sit here. For us, Thursday morning is trash day. So that means Wednesday night, trash goes to the curb. We do recyclables here. And so it's important for us to really understand and know, hey, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. I even make the announcement to the kids, whoever's here at the house. I'm like, it's trash day. Everything comes down. Mama breaks it all down. You know why I take out the trash? Do you want me to be real honest with you? It's because I can pack so much trash in a trash can. Like I'm origami mommy. I kid you not. I can pack that thing so heavy that most men, when they go to move, they're like, holy cow, what do you have in here? I'm like, oh, just trash. Now, when we don't have all of our kiddos here, it's not as bad. But when we have the entire family here, in a week, we have a lot of trash and we recycle a ton more than we actually have trash. But you know, when you have Amazon dropping off boxes and everything, you got to break those things down. Oh, I have a science to taking the trash out. Yes, we could write a whole book on taking the trash out. Maybe we should do that one day. But seriously, if you really do have an argument all the time, taking the trash out, I want to challenge you right now and champion you and say, there's something else. It has nothing to do with the trash. And if you really think it does have something to do with the trash, then I need you to go back. Did something happen in college, maybe high school, maybe even elementary? Something happened around quote unquote trash? Was it a word issue? Like what was it? What happened for you? Because it's not about the trash. Communication is not just about talking. It's about understanding and being understood in the most authentic and honest way possible. Communicating is holding the heart while listening to their words. So what do you think? It's time to cut to the chase. Go in peace, be present, be incredible, be you. I love you so very much. I cannot wait to see you on the other side. Blessings, hugs, and lots of love. We'll talk to you real soon. Have a glorious, blessed day. Bye-bye.
Feeling inspired, ready to train for life and love your journey? Visit createyournow.com for more incredible resources to help you along the way. We'll see you next time on Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie. And remember, always be sure you consult your physician before beginning any health and fitness plan.